All right, so what is good, everybody? This is, of course, your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at y'all again with another wave. And yes, y'all read that title right. I know why you're here. And of course, I mean, y'all see that box in the back, right? Just give me 1 second. Blam! Yes, back after 18 years. Original release back in 2006. We got these bad boys right here in this box. Now, I'm gonna keep it a buck. There is one problem with this particular shoe release, and we're gonna get into that in a little bit. And of course, y'all know I had to do it. I had to bring out a couple friends to go along with this release right here. First things first though, let's get into this box because it is a little bit different. It's a little bit special. Of course, you got that all over splatter print. Size tag on this one reads Air Jordan 5 Retro Army Olive and Solar Orange, going with my true size 12. If you've never owned 5s before, in my opinion, I go with my true size. I do have somewhat of a wider foot, and I'm Yacht Gang, size 12, so Yacht Gang in the building. Of course, you also get a callback on the top of the box with the Air Jordan Flight Club with that olive as well as that solar orange. But if we flip these bad boys open, yes, back for the first time since the original release, this is a special one in my opinion, the Olive 5. This is a shoe that I never actually got to own. You know, when we talk about 5s from back in that period, I don't want to say time period because it ain't that old, come on bro. But when we talk about these older 5 releases, these older LS lifestyle releases, these, along with the burgundies, which we just got, which we'll kind of talk about a little bit later, were shoes that I always wanted, but I never got to get to them. Not even in the Nike Talk days. It just wasn't one of those shoes that I eventually went back and grabbed. So I'm definitely happy to get them back this year in 2024, even if it took them 18 years. At this point, the OGs is legal adults. Now, like I mentioned before, when these originally released back in 06, these were an LS release, an Air Jordan LS, meaning a lifestyle Jordan release. Now, in addition to these, I mean, 2006 was kind of crazy. You had the black and university blue 5s. You also had the gray 5s in 06. You had the fire red 5s with the 23. You also had the burgundy. You had the stealths, the green beans. I mean, 2006 was a crazy year for the Jordan 5. And that's why I went ahead and pulled out a couple of these. And I guess I'll go ahead and get the one OG, the true OG I have in the stack, which is the Stealth Jordan 5. And yo, my air bubbles is fogged out. I can't put these on. It's over. It is over for this shoe at this point. There is no more wearing it. I went to just go look at them. The soles are already starting to separate, which is why I'm not mad that they're bringing back some of these older shoes, because if you got old Olive 5s at this point, them joints they're closed, bro. Them joints is close to being straight dust. And like I said, I tested these out. I pushed on them earlier. Yeah, it's done. And JB, yes, I'm still mad that y'all turned the new retro, the Stealth 5s. Why did y'all change the shark teeth to black? I need somebody to tell me why. That's one reason why I still don't have the new release. Getting back to 2024 joints though, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. Starting with the outsole again, I kind of complain, but I understand. I wish it was just clear like they used to be, but they used a blue tint, and that's supposed to help out with the yellowing over time. Over time, these will still yellow though, but it should take longer with the blue tint. Now you got that olive green on the outsole, Jordan right here on the bottom, just like the OG, of course. That orange Jordan Jumpman peeking through the outsole as well. Getting into the midsole, one of the biggest thing about the 5 is the shark teeth. The fighter plane teeth on the side of these are that solar orange with that olive green splatter all over them, and the rest of the midsole is more of that olive green. And then if you peek into the actual air bubble on these, you're gonna see more of that orange as well. I think one thing that this shoe does, or I don't say does better, but works a little bit better with more people's wardrobe than something like the burgundy 5, is that the burgundy was a little bit harder to match with, and I feel like this olive and orange, it's easier to wear day to day than burgundy. You might have to go shopping for a few tees or fits for those. For these, you probably got something in the closet already ready to go. And of course, one of the biggest things about the Olive 5 is the upper. I went on Nike Sneakers just to see what did they call this upper, and it just said premium materials. The upper on these is, I mean, I guess you would say like a textured nubuck or textured suede, and I'm sure you can see that in the B-roll that's running right now, which is why I definitely had to make sure that I pulled out the burgundies when I was doing the olives, because you know, it's not a pack of shoes, but when you talk about the burgundies, obviously people talk about the olives and vice versa. Both of these being lifestyle releases and having a more premium material on the upper with the suede on the burgundies, as well as this textured nubuck or textured suede on the upper of the olive. And of course, I mean, look at this. Again, this is greatness on your screen right here. Now, I will not sit up here and lie. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. The only shoe that I had the OG for from back in 06 was this Stealth 5, which is why I went back and got another pair. I remember, I tried to find pictures of me in these Stealth 5s, bro. I remember wearing them to school. It was a white and blue Air Jordan tee that I got. My grandma got for me. She took me to the mall, let me pick out, and it was between, I want to say it was Green Beans or the Stealths, or Green Beans, Shy Pinks, and the Stealths. And I went with the Stealth 5. I had the blue Jordan socks on, the shorts. Listen, I was killing them in the cafeteria, okay? Getting back to the olives though, of course, that rubber netting on the side. Now this is slightly blue tinted, just like the bottoms, but the bottom is more blue than the side netting. Again, to help with that yellowing over time. And that same netting is also on the front of the tongue. Now I already know people's gonna go ahead and do that lace swap. I know the orange lace swap is on the way. In my opinion, that's pretty loud, and I would just go ahead and stick with the OG olive laces to match the lace locks and the rest of the upper of the shoe. But trust me, hey, if you're gonna rock that orange lace, I get it, I understand. One of the biggest details of the 5, getting back to the tongue on these, you have that reflective material. I usually just say 3M, but 3M reflective, whatever. You got that with that orange Jumpman on there as well. And one thing that I noticed that was interesting with this pair is that on the lace locks, they actually have Nike on the lace locks of these 5s. There isn't Jordan. And from what I remember, there were definitely not Nike lace locks on these. They had the Jordan logo. Matter of fact, I can literally go right here to another pair. And yes, on these 06 pairs, it was a Jordan Jumpman instead of that Nike hit right there. Now back there on the heel, of course, you got that all over orange embroidered in Jumpman. Looking nice. Now as far as the guts go on these 5s, you got orange all over. Orange insole, size 12 sticker on mine, of course. And they do have that olive green Jumpman. In my opinion, this is a good shoe. The only problem with it, just like it was with the burgundies, which again, the burgundy is a little bit harder to wear than this olive 5, is the price point. Now it is $225 off the hip. That's more than it costs for the Bred Reimagined. And I'm sure that $15 price increase is due to this material, but also if you want an olive 5 and you buy an old pair, them dresses is only gonna be wearable for so long. So if you want these, you either gonna have to pay to play, or you can wait around and see if they sit. Listen, these could sit a little bit. I don't really see these being something that instantly sells out. Smaller sizes, y'all might be able to play around and maybe get them under retail, who knows? But I expect to walk in the mall and be able to actually cop these joints right here. And I even noticed that when they did the Bred Reimagined for JD, they charged $1,500. Of course, these aren't Breds, you know what I mean? These aren't Bred 4s, or even gonna carry that resale, because you know that's what people pay attention to, of a Bred 4. But it was only 500 points to reserve these on JD, so he was really trying to get these pairs out. If you were to ask me, I think these are a solid cop, especially with spring around the corner, olive green. I feel like it's definitely more geared towards, you know, fall or spring, but you can still kind of pull these off, you know, year round. Just keep them away from them April showers, okay? Listen, y'all let me know down below if y'all gonna be going for these. If you are, I hope you can get that retail dub again. Back 18 years later, they finally let us get them back. And of course, I gotta keep doing it. They brought back the burgundies as well. I mean, of course, I got my green beans right there. And I still got my old pair of grapes as well. So if you can't tell, I definitely like the 5s. Only time will tell though if people are liking these more than these. If I had to make a guess, more people are gonna buy these than bought these. They still both fire either way. Listen, make sure y'all drop a like on this bit, finesse the bell, and if you haven't subbed up already, what are you doing, man? Sub up, okay? That's all I got to say. Y'all can scream at me down below in the comments if you're gonna be copping these, and good luck once again. Much love. I'm gonna see you on the next one, all right? Peace.
When it's cold where I'm from, yeah, I got enemies, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, they try enemy, I swear the winter's cold where I'm from, they try to sentence me, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, we had them tending key, I swear that pussy told, honest, now that nigga dead to me, I got it on my own, I ain't had no one to fend for me, I never saw my soul. Yeah. I done walked up in that bit with the guap. No, it's not one time I talk to the ups. Been fight your bitch, they call my favorite dot. Pull up the black with the dot. Nigga talk shit, you get popped in the mouth. Ran in the spot, got popped in his house. No big climb, I notch in the couch. I'm in the switch and I'm out and about. Yeah, wait, come me, I might chop off your route. 24s on a new Cayenne. I don't want it caught the wheel. 6'4", 300. Thought I wasn't on shit. Niggas never seen it coming. Want me fuck up the game. And bitch, I'ma keep coming. I can never sign a deal, not for a meal, 10 or honey. Do what you doing, your niggas, they tell me what's up. Riding around in the colony, hop out a demon, I summon it. Popping mileage, like a remedy. Spanish bitch, a hot tamale. She be blessing me, shoot the house like paparazzi. They ain't catching me, I'm riding in a fucking Mozzie.
pushing hella keys, I made it to the top floor. Now they tryna lock the door, about to get the tops cold. Now they tryna pull a cord.
Whoa, smoking, I'm guessing they my shit. L.E.M. there's no IV. I got my drip like a Ivy. My bitch besides me. I ain't 5'5", she like 5 feet. I swear these niggas try copy. These niggas can't tie my sneaks. These niggas, I swear they phony. These niggas, I swear that they full of baloney.
Got a new house in the SRT, and I ain't not saying to rub it in. Like in a boat on a big bad roof on the bus, so huffing and puffing it. On this side of town, you'll get put down. They asking who running, I'm running it. Niggas ain't got no nuts, but it all makes sense, cause you the son of a bitch. They put icicles on my way to the
She wants some more. Picked it to they bar for sure. Wake up and say bonjour. About to go to frames. We outside in public, baby. Please pull up your prints. If they say it's up, then we ain't even shaking hands. Pull up with